Okay, perfect. All right. Hi, Sheila. Good to see you. Okay, so our guest is on her way. The guest I had originally lined up, I'm so sad. She lives in Montana and she's under Kristen, forget her last name, in Hawaii. And she's amazing, so full of energy. And I was able to help her do a presentation Saturday here in the Boise area. And I had asked her to be a guest tonight, but she's teaching a dance class. So Marisa, bless her heart, she just taught. I had no idea she was teaching on the Pose Zoom. Bless her heart, but she said yes. And I'll tell you guys why I invited her. But I'm going to real quickly go through this PowerPoint, Marisa, and then I'll make sure that I do not take advantage of your time. I just want to make sure you guys know some of this information. If you were on the Pose call, you heard this, but tomorrow night is Michael Epstein. He's tomorrow night on the LifeVantage official page for any guests. And then we've got the Wednesday Wellness. Don't know the topic or the speaker yet, but we'll send that out as soon as we know. And then Thursday night is Becky Taylor. She is a part of Team Heart. She's a phenomenal, phenomenal woman. And she will not let you down as well. And that'll be webinar style. We did add a couple people to Performance Club for the month. So excited. So we've got family members here doing this. We have, hold on real quick. Let me let these people in here. All right. Sheila, Mama Powell, Michael, Papa Powell, and Jessica, their daughter. They all are in Performance Club. It's so fun. So congratulations, you guys. Jen Pensinger, Christy Spaniel, Katie Walsh, and Christy Westmoreland as well. So congratulations to all of you for hitting Performance Club. There is still so much time left in the month. Just a reminder, get your virtual ticket if you are not going in person, but it is not too late to go in person and find a roommate either. So registration is still open. Sorry, guys, got to keep letting people in here. So registration is still open for that. So if you are not going in person, find someone in your area that's doing it virtually. If you're not aware of someone, reach out to me and we'll create something because we just do not want you missing out on this for just 15 minutes, okay? Also, the new, gotta make sure everybody, if you just make sure you mute yourself for me if you can, guys. The new incentive starts tomorrow or starts February. Get your head on right, Tanya. And just a reminder for the MVP builder part of it that has to do with your personal enrollments, it is just a matter of making sure that your new personal team members have a PV of 200 PV or more. And this goes back to September. So there are some of you on this Zoom that are in the midst of qualifying for this because of people you've enrolled since September. I've got a list and I will be reaching out to you. But remember too that this is a great incentive for new people that have not introduced this, have a whole new network of people they haven't talked to yet. Okay, so keep that in mind. The LifeVantage Vision Summit was talked about this morning on Carrie Dickey's Monday morning call. This has been a huge hit and a huge success for people that bring guests. You get a tour of corporate, you get to hear from corporate staff, you get to hear from elite distributors, and I've heard nothing bad about this. All I'm hearing is that this has become people's favorite event. They feel like it's a mini elite academy. Now, I am opening this up all of Team Act, especially if you're not going to Florida, to meet us there March 11th and 12th in Salt Lake City. Depending on the number of people that go and register, registration is free. All you have to worry about is getting there and then your room and board. So it's just Friday and Saturday. We've got people that have already registered. As of this morning, there were like only 115 spots left. So it does fill up. There is max capacity, but we could get a big Airbnb and experience this together. So there's also a Facebook group, and Marcy Nettles put some phenomenal stuff in there today on creating your story. So if you want to be a part of that group, text me and I'll make sure that you get in there and you can see exactly the momentum that comes from that. And then also starting tomorrow, it goes through Saturday. I've heard many podcasts in this last week with Tony Robbins. He is saying this may be his last free event that he does because he just wants to go to back in person. that he's been doing this to help people through these crazy couple of years that we've had. If you are looking for any kind of boost in your life in any way, shape, or form, I just want to say to you, register for this because it's free. And you can register by going to breakthrough2022.com, and you'll get the registration. But then also there's this Facebook group. It's a great way to meet new people, like-minded people. But if you can't watch it live, it's noon Mountain Standard Time every day starting tomorrow for about 90 minutes every day. And then if you can't watch it live, you can go to the Facebook group and you can watch through there. So even if you're not going to watch all of it, but you want a piece of it and you just need something, just register. You have nothing to lose, you guys. But there's always so many amazing things that come from this. So I'm going to stop my share real quick. Those are the things. And now I'm going to turn it over. So I invited Marisa on here tonight. She was so gracious to fill in because my guest misbooked herself. So, but that's okay. We'll get her back here. But it's funny. Today I was having a conversation with a distributor and I said, do you know who inspires me and is always enrolling? And we were talking about social media, but we were talking about the fact that, the end of last year, I was just encouraging all of you to get out of your house, get away from the screen, go sign up for some classes, go sign up for some fun stuff, and just organically put yourself in situations that fill you and make you have fun so that you can meet like-minded people that like to have fun where you like to have fun. And then if the situation presents itself, you can pull out your shiny gold star and you can share LifeVantage with them. That's what Marisa does all the time. And that is why she's already going to Croatia. She's already qualified for that trip. So she set such a beautiful example. She's always busy, but yet she has found this way to walk away when she needs to say yes to magnificent trips when she wants to, but she always comes back. So Marisa, I'm just going to kind of do a Q&A with you. She has no idea what I'm going to ask her.
Please do, because I have no idea what to give. I've done Maria's call today, Joe's call, and I'm like, I don't know. And I got my Matt Morris training going on. I'm like, I'm jelly.
Okay, well, we're going to cut it right at 8, but there, I just thank you for coming on here. And
Oh,
I
my pleasure.
admire
Hi,
you so much.
everybody. So good to see you all. Oh, and who's coming to Orlando? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got a few.
Who's doing virtual? Good. Good. If you're not in person, you're virtual. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes,
I'll miss you though, for those of you not coming. Hi, Brandy. How old is your daughter now? 5. So fun. See, this
okay.
is what we get. But before I know before, but this is the fun. Because
Yeah.
I can remember meeting Brandy when I first started LifeVantage, and just that beautiful connection. And she didn't even have a baby at the time. She wasn't married at the time, and it's just
Yeah.
really neat to see people growing up and creating their lives, and we get to watch that. It's beautiful. We
Oh,
are a
Brandy's
family.
all grown up now.
Aw.
I love it. Okay, Marisa, I want you to tell us like, when we were on our leadership call today, you guys, the Zoom, Sean was showing us some stuff in the back office on how to see who has enrolled distributors since September, to see who's already possibly in qualification for the MVP builder bonus. And he comes to an ID, and he mentioned this on a post call, but there he starts listing, oh, well, then look at this ID. And it was like 6 or more distributors. And that was Marisa. That was her distributor ID. Marisa's been in for a very long time. And the longer you're in, the slimmer your database gets if you are not out meeting people. And has not been the case for Marisa. Maybe she's felt that way at times, but I want to know, Marisa, like, after being in for such a long time, what is it that still drives you today to do what you're doing and share the way that you share?
First, I think I was like fear, fear of missing out. um, no, I just feel like this is a mission and a purpose and a flow in my life that is just part of my everyday hygiene of life. I mean, really is what it is. And not having an expectation, but just, I sometimes I go back and forth here because I feel like, oh, I should be really acting like I'm brand new and just going after it, after it, after it. I am in the flow and I am doing it, and I'm always trying to keep my radar up. But I think it's different because, I've gone through every friend I have. I have more than once. But so I am creating, new connections and learning how to do that through, well, I teach yoga and I'm teaching at a different place now, another new place. So I have three different places that I teach yoga. So that provides an opportunity to connect with people. But I also have to be very careful. I don't just go, I mean, you have to have a relationship with people, and it takes time to build that. So you just have to know, you have to have time. So what keeps me going is just knowing that Life Vantage needs us, and the world needs leaders to step out of their comfort zone and teach people how they can be the leaders of their own life. And that is a right. So this is a big question because I think it doesn't have just one simple answer. There's abundance that is a birthright to all of us that most of us don't even understand that. Maybe in network marketing we do, but outside of that, there's this whole world of people that just do what they're supposed to do. And I was one of them until you get to learn this. So there's that. There's the we can help people with their health. There's wonderful opportunity to talk to people about opportunity. And then, and I'm going off on a tangent, but when I don't know someone really well, I may not go for the opportunity invite. I mean, it's just the way it is because I want to know them first. I want to get to know them and what their needs are. And then based on that, I can share, oh, well, just based on what you were just saying, are you open to opportunities that, do you keep your options open? It's easy to skate into the science, easy to track that way, but for me, it's a good way to start connecting with people that are in my yoga community because people care about their health, so it just makes sense, and they have to trust me. But once you get to know people, you compliment them on who they are. I know I'm getting off on a tangent here, but you compliment them on, if you do see them as a possible business prospect, then you do want to share that with them and come from that posture, So what keeps me going is this beautiful community of Life Vantage and you all and the people that we get to know and learn from and grow with. And that's what keeps this going. I can't imagine life without Life Vantage.
So what about the people? What would you say to the people that feel like they're on that tightrope and they could fall off to either side at any moment? What would you say to the people that like feel stuck and they're really questioning their purpose within Life Vantage? Like
I
what
would
has
say,
kept you going when you've been stuck?
well, there are a few things, but number one, I'm going to say, what are you reading? Because if you're not filling your mind with positive things, it's easy to fall on the other side and not do anything. Okay. So you really need to always be filling your mind with personal growth and development. And so what was the rest of that question, Tanya? Sorry. Like,
Just people that are questioning their purpose within Life Vantage and sometimes feel stuck and don't know where to start.
right, right. Well, reach out to your mentors. That was the other thing I was going to say. Just reach out to somebody because I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for initially Maria and Carrie Williams and the pose. I would not be where I am. Um, Carrie took me under her wing and believed in me and I had no idea what I joined. I knew nothing of network marketing, but I was so passionate. I saw that ABC report, you guys, and I'm like in. I didn't need to go to a meeting. I didn't need third party validation. I was like, I am ready to do this. I saw her life. I wanted it. That's who you're looking for. We're looking for me. We're looking for Tanya. We're looking for you. We're looking for those people, and they are there. So I would also say be careful of the words you use and the thoughts you think. And I would start biohacking those thoughts right away and stop using negative words like, oh, my business isn't growing, or oh my gosh, I wish I could find somebody, because that is really what happens. You focus on that energy, and that's the energy that's going to keep coming back to you. As I said on the post call, it sounds like woo woo, but it's true, true. I think that's going to be my new quote. But I literally, you guys, you have to, your thoughts become things, and it takes practice, right? I didn't start just believing in myself. I got coaching. So that's another thing. This coaching with Tony Robbins tomorrow is free. Do it. Do it if you can do it, if you can fit it in. Even if you can't do it tomorrow, but you could do it the next day, do it. Just sign up. It's flipping free, because you're going to be around such positive influence that will shift something in your brain. And I would say listen to Deb Erickson Neurotools. And there's 3, if you're not a member, that are free, and you can have access to that when you go to the icaninstitute.com. I mean, I have a lot of different things I pull from. There's Deb Erickson. I might not do all of what she's doing right now, but I'm doing some. And I love the Neurotools and go to bed with them. Bless and release. Oh my gosh, that one's like powerful. It's an hour and you just go night, night, and you fall asleep, and your subconscious mind is getting filled up with really beautiful things. I would say really work on your personal growth and development. I'm doing a coaching right now that, I'm growing into this layers year by year. Opportunities come. Oh, okay, I can invest in this. But there's people in this Matt Morris training that are brand new, and there's some people that are elite leaders. And what I'm loving is this whole psychological fuel stacking that we are having to do. And we started off with one little thing, your who are you? And then your personal vision. And then writing things down about who is Marisa in the future? Who is Tanya in the future? Who is Brandy in the future? Who is Vicky in the future? And like someone's introducing you, and don't hold back. Like, who is this magnificent human being that you are, that you want people to talk about and say, you're a mindset warrior. You're a magnet for miracles. You're a manifestation, trainer. You're a leadership development training factory. I don't know. I mean, just, things that might feel uncomfortable, but your dream, and you start saying those things, and you look at them every day. They're in my notes, and I look at them every day, and I look at my affirmations, and then I go to sleep looking at that and doing some other things with that. And then it changes, guys. It changes everything. And then, one of the coachings I got a few years ago was with a woman named Debbie Delgado. And it was the first real coaching I'd ever invested in. She was wonderful. And I was trying to hit 7, Pro 7. And I kept saying to her, I'm working so hard. She told me that I was a nun in my past life. And then she released me from this poverty mindset that I had. I mean, it was really powerful. And it made sense, because I grew up Catholic for a little while, Italian family, and then just knowing where I grew up and how I grew up and the mindset around money in my household, it totally made sense. But she released me from that, and it was like, oh, it's no longer there anymore. So it gave me this like vision of clarity. But then I kept saying, I'm working so hard. I'm working so hard. And she stopped me on that and said, listen to what you're saying. You're working so hard. And that's kind of negative, when you think about it. So we shifted that to inspiring action. So I do inspiring action. I'm inspiring, always inspiring action. So that thus I have an LLC, Inspired Change. So, it's just those little tiny things that kind of gave me the permission to flip this emotional mental switch. And that's really what we have to do in network marketing, because this business is mindset. And once you can start be a good student in the mindset and then become a master in the mindset. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever be the master in the mindset, but I'm working towards getting better every day in that mindset. That's what's going to help you get going. And just feeling the fear, challenging yourself, giving yourself a challenge, having an accountability partner, giving yourself a challenge of, I'm going to talk to somebody today. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and then stand up and get your physiology going before you do it. So you've got your energy, and then do it and just do it. Who cares if they say no? They're saying yes to their life. They're not saying no to you. They're saying yes to their life.
Um, what has become your being in for a while, going through your friends list, you exhausted that. What's become kind of your main purpose or your main way of meeting new people? What's working for you in that regard?
You know, I'm, social media a little. I mean, I'm making myself do it. I'm making connections with people. Um, I don't spend a great deal of time on it, but I am trying to be purposeful and make connections. I like Facebook Messenger. Um, and I've got a girl I'm supposed to be, FaceTiming with tomorrow. She's already said, "You're not going to try to get me in this network in a pyramid thing, are you?" And she's a yoga teacher in the community. And so I was like, "Jeez." So, and I laughed. I mean, we've been connecting back and forth, even on text. We have each other's phone number, and I just said, I'm laughing at the pyramid. I said, I'm not involved in a pyramid, but yes, I do have a wellness company that I absolutely love. But I do want to talk to you about yoga as well. So we were supposed to Zoom today, and it didn't happen. She was out of town, but she wants to do it tomorrow. But she hasn't confirmed. Once I confirmed the time, I haven't heard back. So we'll see. Um, but I met her through social media. So, groups that you enjoy, that are your hobbies, get in there and start adding some value. I was just watching her and I liked her presence and her energy, and it was very high. Could see she was a powerful entrepreneur. And she was in Gilbert, Arizona. So I wanted to reach out to her. And so we'll see where that goes. A woman I've met in person, we're more on social media now communicating. She's come to one or two of my yoga classes, but nothing real recently. And she's the one who's experiencing a lot of pain right now in her life. She shared that with me in Messenger today. I like messengers because you can see when they read it. And so I was trying to be that person to show her, if you're tired of that pain, and you're tired of the online stuff, come to this event tomorrow night. So I just put it out there. I mean, she knows I'm with Life Vantage. She was going to buy Axio. She hasn't yet. She's waiting to get paid on Friday. So, there's a lot of things with her right now that are not great. And I don't know if I can fix it, but I can offer. My job is to offer and not be attached to the results. My job is to offer. So, social media I'm getting better at. I'm trying to, I don't have a great organized system. I just kind of go. I need to be better, more intentional. I know Tanya's amazing with organization. And then, of course, getting out and about. I meet people. Someone's laughing about that. Did I say something funny?
No, because no, it was me.
I think you're amazing with organization. You blow me away. But I like people, and I like meeting people in person. And I know a lot of people are fearful of that, but I'm not. I mean, I've had COVID, and everybody's going to get it at some point. I hope it's easy. It was relatively easy for us, and I know it's not for everybody. And I'm not being insensitive, you guys. Really, I'm not. Um, I'm just it's so weird. I've got all these friends like text me, I can't COVID, I can't come to yoga. It's like, oh, geez. It's like everybody, I didn't know anybody 2 years ago that had it, but this time it's like everybody. But anyway, and fortunately, most of those people are doing okay. So, and that's thank God.
I just love, Marisa, that you're so free in just sharing. I love how you are the example you set in being freely you. And I know sometimes you still may have that fear when you share, but your heart, your intention is always for that person across from you. And I feel like you're very good at taking it off of self and putting it on this person and serving them in that moment, knowing what you have your hands on. And I just think we can all learn from that and just doing it anyway, right? Because it is about
You
them.
just gotta be, as you hear it from day one, feel the fear and do it anyway. And you just really, it's not even fear, you guys. Let's get rid of that, right? And just to know that we have a purpose. And this woman today, she's a psychiatric nurse practitioner. Her husband does our yard. I had no idea. He was like, I barely know the guy that does our yard, but he's a nice guy, and my husband really likes him, and we talk to him all the time. I've given him Axio samples, and I've never felt like he really wanted to learn anything. And we randomly ran into them in Prescott, Arizona, a couple of weeks ago with their beautiful 3 children in their truck, and they're great. They're like a darling family, and he introduced me to his wife, and we just talked, and I find out what she does. I'm like, oh, can I have your card? I really like to share something with you that I think you might want to know about. That's it. So we talked today. We're meeting a week from Friday in person. A one-on-one. I've already sent her. I sent her the ABC. She asked for it. She wanted the website, so I just said I'll send you the ABC and my website. And when I told her there were the studies on PubMed, she was blown away. So we'll see where it goes. I don't know. Maybe she'll cancel by next week. But nope, I didn't say that. We're going to have a fantastic meeting. We're going to have see, I have to catch myself too. But do you see that lesson right there? The words we say, we have to be really careful and intentional about what words we're using. I just say, I'm looking at now, I am the voice. Like the Tony Robbins thing. I am the voice. I will lead, not follow. I will believe, not doubt. I will create, not destroy. I am a force for good. I am a leader. Set a new standard. Step up, step up, step up. I just did that on my walk the other day, and I posted it in my reel. I was on a hike and I did it. And I got out of my comfort zone. I did that. So I don't give a rat's what people think anymore. We have to not care. They're looking at you going, wow, man, that's awesome.
Okay, before we wrap up really quick, will you just inspire everybody and just give us a couple things that this business has done for you, a couple of freedoms that this business has given you in your life today?
Wow. No student loan debt.
Mm.
I have 2 kids in college. So, and we pay for their apartments, and those are expensive. University housing, beautiful. Not the kind I had. We have my husband's going to retire this year, and it's not just all LifeVantage, but it's because of LifeVantage that he feels comfortable enough to walk away from his job. He will get a pension and a 401k, but it is because we know we have this leveraged income coming in. We've added on to our house. We added a nice master bedroom, bathroom. We redid our kitchen. We get to travel. So it's done a lot of really amazing things that I could only have dreamed about 10 years ago, to be honest with you. I was in a dark place 10 years ago. And we were on a budget, big time. And really, we need to watch it still. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen in the world, and I could be much better with being tighter on my finances. I'm having fun, you know. Um, that's another one of the leaders trainings. You got to be smarter with your money. So, but I'm having a good time with it, and just being able to bless other people. I'm really, this is about others, right? This isn't about me. This is about others and helping my team. I want to create elite leaders so bad. You know, I have one elite leader on my team. That's it. And we're all deserving. You're all deserving to be elite. Everybody here. So please know that when Scotty, honey, I'm on a call. Honey, can you hear that? Can you guys hear that? Sorry.
Okay. Oh.
He's in the kitchen cleaning up. I don't want to stop him from cleaning up. Um, but um, oh gosh, what was my last thought here? I got sidetracked with that.
Well, that's okay, Marisa.
Yeah,
I
I could talk forever, and I know it's been a long day for everybody, but you guys are so deserving. We all are deserving of this. Believe in yourself. We'll believe in you. And just promise me you'll take action. Like if you're studying, you're doing something, the one foot for studying, the next foot has to be for the action. Like apply what you learned. And just challenge yourself every day to do that. One and get a third party call. You know?
If we're learning, there's always something to give. I think Tony said that one of the podcasts too. So thank you so much, Marisa, for being here and taking the extra time, even though you had a full day. And I just appreciate your heart and coming
Oh
on. You're
yeah,
just
you
so
guys
amazing.
love you so much. And
Love you
I wouldn't
too.
know Tanya either and gotten to travel to Ireland and all of these places we've gotten to go to. I can't even
So
believe it. And yeah, that's what I was telling you. I was in a dark place. I know we got to wrap this up, but when this came my way, I didn't know to think differently and I was praying for something and it wasn't network marketing. So, and but it was everything I needed. This is what everybody needs to know about. So your job is to educate and be unattached to the result. Your job is to educate, to be the messenger and not the message, and let people decide for themselves. And that I always give people an out. This could be for you, it may not. Are you open? I use that a lot.
Are you open? Yep. Love it.
Thank you guys. I love you.
Hey, love you. We always end in prayer. You're free to join us if you'd like.
Oh, sure.
Okay, let's pray, guys. Heavenly Father, I just thank you so much for Marisa and just her beautiful heart and for her saying yes to the gift that you gave to her. And we just pray for continued abundance for her in her journey and that you just open the doors to all the people that you know that she's supposed to be working with. And Lord, I just pray that for the rest of our team. We know that Life Vantage coming into all of our lives is no mistake. And we know that there are so many things that we are to learn from this in so many different ways. So help us to always show up to everything we do with an open cup, an empty cup, and just be willing to learn and take from it what you need us to take so that we can continue to build upon ourselves and be that person we need to be for the person that needs us. So thank you so much for everything you do. We give it all back to you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Thanks, Marisa. I love you.
I love you. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Goodbye.